And welcome to Learn English with Ashley. I'm Ashley, I'm American, and I am here to help you improve your English vocabulary and pronunciation. Today we're at the beach. Let's go. So take a look at this picture that we have in front of us. We're going to start on the left-hand side of the picture. We're going to walk through what we see. You will notice that there is a little girl in a pink bathing suit and a little boy in a blue bathing suit. They are building sand castles. Now, if we move down a little bit in the picture, you will notice what looks like a star in the sand. This is called a sea star. It's also commonly referred to as a starfish. Diagonally to the right of the starfish, the children have left their multicolored beach ball. And if we move up a little bit more, we will notice another sandcastle. And just to our right of the second sandcastle, there is a yellow bucket and a white shovel. This is what children normally use to build sandcastles on the beach. If we move down now from the bucket and shovel, you will notice that there is a woman and she is sitting in the sand and she is applying to her body something called sunscreen. Now, sunscreen protects our skin from the sun so that we do not get a sunburn. Moving over just a little bit farther to the right, you will notice that there is another sea star, and above the sea star, there are two seashells. Next to the sea star and the seashells, there is a little red crab like this. And next to our crab, there is another type of crab. This crab is called a hermit crab. Now, hermit crabs are a type of crab that have a protective shell. And this shell allows them to hide when they feel threatened by an approaching predator. Now, if you look over to the right a little bit more, there is a palm tree, and standing on that palm tree is a pelican, which is a type of bird. Moving over to the sky, there's another bird in this picture. This bird is a seagull, and seagulls are very, very common to see at the beach. And just below the seagull, if you look closely, you will notice also that there is a dolphin jumping out of the water. Now, staying on the shore here, you will notice on the left side of our picture that there are two women. They are walking. They look like they're speaking to each other or chatting, and one of which is carrying a surfboard. Moving down a little bit in our picture, there is a beach umbrella, which is where we normally like to go under if we want to get a little bit of shade from the sun when we're at the beach. There is also an empty beach chair, and next to the beach chair, there is a woman laying in the sand. She is sun tanning. Moving up from the woman in the sand to the center of the page, we have some snorkeling accessories. We have some snorkeling fins, which are used to put on our feet to be able to move effortlessly through the water when we snorkel. There is a snorkel which goes into the mouth and goes right above the water when we're snorkeling. And there is also a snorkeling mask which we place over our eyes so that we're able to see fish and other animals when we're swimming in the water. Now, moving over from those snorkeling accessories, there is another woman who is sun tanning in a beach chair. She has come to the beach with her beach towel, a bag of accessories, and she also has a pair of flip-flops. Flip-flops are a type of sandals or a type of shoes that we commonly wear when we go to the beach. You will notice also in the picture, there are two bottles of sunscreen, which she has brought to be able to protect her skin from the sun. Now, when we go to the beach, many times we want to participate in water sports. We're going to start on the left side of our page, and you will notice here there is a boy who is in the water, and he is doing something called kite surfing. Next to our kite surfer, there's a young boy, and he is surfing. Moving back now in our picture, you will notice that there is a boat on the water, and they are carrying somebody in a parasail. Next to our parasailer, you will notice there is somebody in a jet ski. He is jet skiing on the water. And next to our jet skier, there is somebody on a white paddle board. They are paddleboarding. And paddleboarding we normally do in the water is very, very calm. Now, what's the fun of going to the beach if you can't get in the water? Let's go in the water now and let's talk about what you could potentially encounter when you're at the beach. Well, hopefully we do not encounter the first animal that we see here, which is a shark. The shark is the biggest animal that you see on our picture, and it's on the left side of the picture. Now, I want to give you a little trick. Sometimes we have a difficult time saying the SH sound or the SH blend of letters in English. So I want to give you a quick trick. When we say a word such as shark, I want you to remember when you try to tell somebody to be quiet, we normally put our finger to our lips and we blow out air like this. Shh. So I want you to do the same thing when you say the word shark. Shark. That's going to give you the correct pronunciation for the word shark or any other word that contains the SH sound. Moving on from the shark looks like it's going to eat a school of fish. You hear that SH sound again at the end of fish? A school of fish is a group of fish. I want to give you another little trick here. The word fish can refer to one fish or many fish. It could be one fish, 5 fish, 10 fish, 100 fish. It doesn't matter. You don't need to add an S to fish and you don't need to add an ES. It's always the same, both in singular and plural. So moving down from our school of fish, you will notice that there is a seahorse and there is also a person who is scuba diving. Somebody who scuba dives is able to go really deep down in the water and they're able to stay underwater for a long time and move freely because they have something called an oxygen tank attached to their back. That allows them to stay underwater for a long time and go very, very deep in the water, like I mentioned. Moving down farther from our scuba diver is a stingray. Now, stingrays can sting you when you go in the water, so you have to be really careful to watch out for them. They usually swim very close to the bottom where the sand is. Moving over a little bit from our stingray is another crab, and moving up in our picture, you will notice a sea turtle. Next to the sea turtle is a jellyfish. Now, jellyfish are animals that live in the water, and very often they look a little bit like a balloon with these little strings coming down from them. Those string-like items that are attached to their body and are part of their body are called tentacles. And the tentacles can sting you. So you need to be very careful when you go in the water not to run into them. Above our jellyfish, there is another person that you can see swimming. This person is snorkeling. Snorkeling is something that you do in the water. We saw some of the snorkeling accessories a few minutes ago. The only thing with snorkeling is you have to stay very close to the top of the water because your snorkel, the part that goes in your mouth, has to come out of the water so that you can breathe. Now, we've gone through a few scenes of some of the things that you may encounter and some of the vocabulary that you may use when going to the beach. What I want to do is review some of that vocabulary that we just learned. I'm going to say each word once. I invite you to repeat after me, and then I will say each word a second time. And I want you to really listen closely to see how close you can match to my pronunciation of that word. Let's go. The first word is sandcastle. Sandcastle. Seashells. Seashells. Sea star. Sea star. Beach ball. Beach ball. Shovel. Shovel. Bucket. Bucket. Dolphin. Dolphin. Seagull. Seagull. Pelican. Pelican. Hermit crab. Hermit crab. Here's our SH sounds again. Shark. Shark. Sea turtle. Sea turtle. Jellyfish. Jellyfish. School of fish. School of fish. Crab. Snorkeling. Snorkeling. Scuba diving. Scuba diving. Surfing. Surfing. Kite surfing. Kite surfing. Parasailing. Parasailing. Paddle boarding. Paddle boarding. Jet skiing. Jet skiing. Sunscreen. Sunscreen. Beach umbrella. Beach umbrella. Beach chair. Beach chair. And our snorkeling accessories, snorkeling fins. Snorkeling fins. Snorkeling mask. Snorkeling mask. Snorkel. Snorkel. Well, everyone, we've wrapped up our lesson, our vocabulary lesson of being at the beach today. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time. Excellent work.